Okay, so I am replacing the glider on my Stern Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Premium as it broke. And apparently it's a common thing. And I'm using the directions from pinside user marineman, who had a nice write-up that based probably I think what other people have written up, but he had a nice write-up recently, so I'm going to do that as a video. I know a lot of people like to see videos, so I'm going to do that. First step is find the glider connector, and it's in shrink wrap. Remove it. Mine's already just fell right off. No problems there. And the next step is to remove the lower ramps. So you will need a 11/32 hex nut. Remember, usually these things always have, anything that holds down the wire form always has a, what do you call these, a washer on each end. Now, if you've never done this before, take pictures. If you've never, I take the stuff apart so many times, I remember. So there's one. This wire form is over here. Again, these ones are usually on the wire forms 11/32. Always helps if you have one of these magnetic things. You can buy one of these from my pinside shop, or pick them up from Pinball Life. They're much cheaper in Pinball Life. They're about half the price. But if you're picking up some mods from mine, go ahead and pick one up. That way you don't have to pay shipping again. That's actually the only reason I carry them, is I use them so much. I'm always buying them up from Pinball Life and then not losing them. So I just bought one for each game I have, and I put it in the coin door. Although in this case I did not. I have one hanging on my wall too. These are really, really useful. But if you've been doing pinball for a while, you already know that. And we want to get that piece, the washer. Okay. I actually usually take the washers off anyway, just in case they fall off. If I flip it over and forget to take the washers off, then they fly off and you gotta search for them. And they'll always be somewhere where it's going to be annoying to get to, just to screw with you. So just to take them off. I don't think I need to lift this board up, but just in case. Okay, so he says lower ramps, then the glider area, just a couple screws and nuts. So we got this one, and it just looks like a couple. All right, gotta get my screwdriver. Don't forget, while you're doing this, clean off your playfield, wax it, give it a quick wax or a long or a hard or normal wax. Okay, so we got a screw here. Take that off. There's my, oh no, where did I put it? Of course I lost it already, can you believe that? There it is. Sometimes I like to just do this. Hold it on, that way when I take it off it doesn't fall out. It's always going to fall somewhere that's annoying. You know that. At least if you've done pinball for any amount of time, if you've ever taken these things off, anything off the pinball, you know it's going to fall into the most annoying place to find or to get out. Now what's really annoying is when you get one and you know where it is and you can't get it out, and you don't have one of these on hand. I'm trying to figure out what else I need here. Oh, here's one. Flathead. Okay. Alright, that comes out. We're missing some. Oh, we gotta get the I'm gonna read his instructions and see what he says to do. Because someone already went through this, so I'm not gonna cut something if I don't need to. Okay, so it says to that we're going to unscrew the glider. Now I'm putting this underneath because this is metal and I don't want it to bang down in there. I am going to go ahead and just unscrew. I gotta be very careful of these clips, right? We don't want to. Oh, here we go. We can clip it from here. you don't want to cut through the cables. That will be a pain. So this is the glider one, and we have to unscrew that. Now my glider looks like it. You can't probably see what I'm doing here, so I'm just cutting these clips off here as carefully as possible. I generally like to cut them as close to the nub. I can usually squeeze on the nub and make sure I'm not cutting anything else if I don't have somewhere to protect it from. Okay, good. Now we have, this is the glider cable, and I'm going to just free these guys right here. Okay. And there's yet another one. Be careful when clipping these things. It's very easy to cut through something. Now these ones actually have a lot of insulation on them. Okay, so we're going to pull the glider connector through the hole, which is easier said than done. Okay, now it says unscrew the glider, so we'll do that. Why am I singing? Because I always sing. Now this is a smaller screw. I'm guessing this is a 5/16 or that works. So we got to unscrew, and it says again to make sure you know which way everything's plugged in. Take a picture. Sure, let's take a picture. I'm taking a picture. Always a good thing to do. Certainly never hurts. That's why we have to take this apart, so we can get to the screws. And I'm going to switch to a smaller. I don't want this thing banging around. I love my camera says I have like an hour left, and then 5 minutes later it says I have 2 minutes left of battery power. Yay. Okay, there's one. And this was, I believe, a 5/16. And I'm not going to waste your time with the other four. I'll just pause the video and assume I'm done. I got everything off. I just need to remove now this thing so I can get everything off. The armature thing, whatever they call them. I know I'm going to lose a screw. I'm going to reuse this. I'm actually going to, this was on the last hole. I'm going to actually scan this thing in, so if anyone needs one, we can ever lose it, you can 3D print it or something. I don't know how to get, maybe I'll take this one off too. Nope. Okay, here's a screw for this. I don't want to lose that. How do I get this armature off? It should come off, I would think. Oh, it does. So we're just off like this. Oh, that's gonna be okay. There we go. So now everything is off, and we're just gonna replace it. Move the armature from here and from the new one, and I'm just gonna actually go ahead and assemble it. So here we go. Let's put it all back together now. Field weight down, and once again I'm just gonna, oh yeah, I gotta put this thing on. put this back into the hole. And slap it on there. Center it up and slap it on. Screw my armature holder in. Perfect. Okay. I'm going to feed this cable down through the hole so that I can reconnect it. Down through the hole, to the holder. We're good. Clean it off. I have my icky fingerprints. Because no one wants my icky fingerprints. Slide this guy back where it belongs. These things go under, I don't know if you can see that, they go underneath here, or in between. Yep. Okay, looks good. Got some kind of issue here. What's holding on? What's holding us up here? There we go. There we go. Never force something if it doesn't seem right. All right. Now, put back the screws, starting off with this guy, the flat screw. And we got two of those guys. I don't remember where I put them, which of course is great. You know what though? Now we just gotta find the other, here he is. Now I am not going to put the lower playfield on yet. I'm gonna flip it back up, connect it, and make sure it actually works. Read the instructions, so I think I read the instructions right. I think the gentleman's meant to, I'm not sure, to cut back this tape before, or the shrink wrap until the servo wires come out. And that might have, because that would make it much easier to plug in. So I'm going to do that. And I do have my inverter board in here, just the same. The color's the same. So I'm going to go ahead and, we have a brown facing away, brown facing away. Make sure it actually all gets in there. Yeah. And we plug this one back into the Stern thingy. I hope it all works. I'm actually going to make sure it works, cut a little bit away of the duct tape, or the tape here that's having trouble getting all the way in there. And then I will just duct tape it in there, or hot glue. Alright. Oh, it clips in nicely now. Okay, so the moment of truth now, does it work? I'm not putting the bottom back, the bottom rails back. I'm just going to turn it on and see. Hopefully it will work. So, without further ado, I hope this works. Oh, if that's helpful. Let's try now the settings. Hope you guys saw that. It did seem to move only in one direction, but I don't know if that's important or not. Let's find out. Oh, yeah. You know, I forgot. You gotta turn the power on, I think. Yep. Let's try it again with the power on. What the heck? Hang on, button. Diagnostics. Game. Glider. Okay, it's definitely doing something. Oh, that's good. That looks like a bonus. Good. I think we got a working glider now. Hooray! Thanks to Marineman, who wrote the thing up, who was, of course, there was other people who wrote it up in the past, but that was the most recent. All right, let's put everything back. All right, anyway, let's play. Now, alright, I'm trying to get this mode, so yeah, that's what it's supposed to do. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Alright, I think we're good.
Retreat!
If you have this amazing game, please consider picking up some of our easy install, no screw armor on our Etsy site.